What's up, everybody? And thank you to all my people out there, man, for the love. I enjoyed everybody in San Antonio this weekend. You guys showed up strong, man. Thank you for, I think we had 4 sold-out shows, Fabian?
Yeah, it was about 4, yeah.
About 4 sold-out shows. Awesome. You guys came deep and just mad love. You guys always just appreciate you. Number gratitude on this end, man. And thank you for, the things you guys said about how we keep it honest on the podcast. Fabian, you got anything, man?
Yeah, no, I was in San Antonio, and some father-sons came up to me, like combos, and they shared how much they enjoy the podcast. Like you said, we keep it real.
No, a lot of father-sons, man, they appreciate that we tell them the real shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, me and my son have an amazing life together. We tell you guys how much I fucked up. It could have been a better dad, but, what the fuck? I tried. I didn't have a father. So any mistakes I made, I was just learning as I went. And so there you go with that. Robert, you got anything, man?
I'm trying to learn from you what not to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of learning, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Couple books.
I got it, bro. So.
Okay, and then we're going to go on with our guest today. I'm excited to have this cat because I've known him more than, I think probably 30 years or close to 30 years. We got Mr. J. Mohr in the house. Yeah. Bro, there's so many stories. First of all, I really respect your work, man. The fact that you've been in all the movies you've been in, man, is just amazing. And the actors that you worked with some of the best actors like in the ever, man. Yeah. I mean, there's a guy that we had. My friend Isai Morales was here. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because he just worked with Tom Cruise on Mission Impossible. Yeah. And then obviously,
I'd love to work with Isai Morales.
Oh, he's a soul.
I loved him all the way back to Bad Boys with Sean Penn.
Yeah, with Sean Penn.
The real Bad Boys.
Yeah, the real Bad Boys.
The real Bad Boys.
Yeah.
So you talk about you and your son making mistakes. Mm-hmm. I didn't talk to my son for 5 years because of my drug addiction.
Okay.
Because I love drugs more than I love my kids. If I need drugs, I'm not even trying to be funny. If I need drugs, I love them more than I love my kids.
Was there? Well, here's the thing, man.
And now we're homies like you and Gabriel or Fabian.
Fabian. Funny you say Gabriel. Hey, Fluffy's my friend. Fluffy's my son too. No,
I said Fabian. I said Fluffy.
No, Gabriel, because Gabriel.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
So dig this, man.
I drove 2 hours to be here.
No, thank you, bro.
You know what? Wouldn't miss it.
Oh, thank you.
You're
brother.
a real one, buddy. We go back. 1995.
Back.
Half your viewers weren't even born yet.
No, man. We got some. We got some young viewers because I think they follow your ass, bro.
Well, I mean, you like to talk about pussy and stuff. So
we talk about everything, bro.
It attracts the younger audience.
You like pussy?
Sometimes.
I chase skirts here and now and then.
Rob looks like a busboy on his day off.
I used to wait tables, dude. That's funny.
Jay,
I was a good
job
one.
I ever had.
Jay, we try to help him. We try to give him a makeover. We took him.
It's working. He's dressed like an Armenian.
Buddy, my friend.
We had a barber here and really style him up.
That's the style.
We're trying to get him
old school.
Well, you know what? Because me and the girl, my one of my kids, it didn't work out. So I just kind of I'm the lone wolf right now. You know what I mean? And this is what it is. I'm going, hey, let me do my thing.
Did you just break up?
No, like 3 years ago.
Hey, believe it or not, he actually dressed up for this.
I was with her for 10 years.
Brown and black.
Hey, I got to tell you what Jay did. I'm going to tell you what Jay did, right? He deflected because I know that he's probably hard taking compliments. Because I was giving him his props on all the movies he's been in, all the amazing people he's worked with. Right away he deflected.
No, I'll take it.
Because there's people I when someone gives me and it comes from not being raised right, man. Because when you're raised with some love, you're this is it reminds me of my family, right? Someone's sharing love. But when you're not raised in a loving household, compliments are hard to take, and I noticed right now as I was talking to you, talking about, you work these movies, you amazing actors,
Willie's
and you're just,
right.
all right, it's jokey time, fuck this.
Willie's
you
right.
Bail, bro.
I got friends on the phone, I'll make a joke, we'll be talking about something serious, like my friend Sully will be talking about something deep, and I'll start make some joke, and he goes, no, stay here.
Yeah, it's the bail. I do that, man. And obviously a lot of...
We were talking about how famous all the other people I worked with are.
No, well, you're famous fucker.
Sure.
What the... Hey, so let me ask you this. I gotta ask. I'm gonna be a fan right here. Of all the cats you worked with, man, who you know, obviously you worked with many, man. Who was the best? Here it is, bro. I don't care about personality, all that. Who is the deepest actor? Like the guy where you're like...
There's two. Al Pacino and Ellen Burstyn, both times. Al Pacino and Simone, he makes like this AI woman and makes everybody think she's real, and then she wins the Oscar, like to like stick it to the studio system, and then she wins the Oscar. He programs everything. She's always on remote, working with orphans, like she can never be there in person. So then she wins the Oscar and thanks him, and at the Oscars, his daughter goes, "She forgot to thank you," and he's like, "No, she did." And his wife and the daughter are like, "No, she didn't," and him, like the color draining from his face, realizing the whole point of this AI woman was to get credit for myself.
Right.
And I forgot the program. I want to thank the guy Al Pacino's playing. I forget the name of the character. And I just watched this guy's face. It was real. Like it was something I'll never act like that. No one, I've never seen that before. And then Ellen Burstyn, I played her son dying of AIDS and playing by heart. And I'm supposed to wake up from my hospital bed and she's above me looking down at me, and the opening line that I have in the movie is I tell her, "You look terrible," like I was making a joke, like but when I opened my eyes, her face was so fucking painful. Like I wasn't the character, that was my mom, and she was in pain, and I was like, and like I almost started crying.
Okay.
Like I've never seen anything like that.
Because well, when they say the friends that I have that are actors, because I suck balls at acting, man. I you know, I try, but when you work opposite an actor that's deep, right? Is it? They say it's almost like a boxing match where like they give their lines. Is it easier for you when it's a great actor for you to deliver your lines, or is it harder because it's intimidating?
I think guys like you and me doing stand-up, when we get that intimidating moment, that's when we step up, like we get fired up about it. Right. So it's both. With like a great actor like Tom Cruise or this guy or that lady, you step up, it's like playing golf and you're finally playing with the club pro. It's like, oh, okay. Or when you play ping pong and the person sucks,
right.
And then you play somebody good, and then it's fun.
Right.
But then there's those moments with like Pacino and Ellen Burstyn where they're so on another level that I just get in my head like, holy shit, that was crazy. Am I that good? And what am I doing? Am I crying? She's supposed to be crying. Am I crying? Like then I just get in my head and I come undone. I gotta like get my act together. So it's a step up moment, and I think that's what separates us as entertainers. It separates athletes. Like when I auditioned for Jerry Maguire, he tried to kill me in the audition. Like he knew all of his lines. He was completely off book. And it wasn't like, we'll just work it out. He was in the scene and he tried, like I fire him and then he's like, yelling at me and shit. And it was one of those, in real time, I'm like, oh, okay.
And he wasn't holding his sides or anything?
No, I think he said he's dyslexic, so he just memorizes everything first.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know how he works. He's a magical guy.
Wow. Well, he's
like Rob, really.
No, yeah. No, nobody compares to Robert, man.
Nobody.
But did you always want to be an actor first or a comedian? Because a lot of guys, which I see, man, I want to be comedians to get to have their own show or to get to what so-called the next level, which I've always had nothing but love for stand-up. Like I
love you said next level in quotes. It's that's deep.
Yeah, it's deep, bro.
I get it.
So what is it for you, bro? Was it stand-up or was acting first?
When I was really young, it was acting because I didn't know, like we don't know what stand-up is. When you're like 10, 11 years old.
You were a child actor?
No, I just thought, I'm going to be in movies one day.
Oh, I see.
I put on like a hat and I'd be in the mirror like trying to make myself cry and stuff.
Yeah.
And then once I discovered stand-up, you are a stand-up. I am a stand-up.
Right.
I'm a stand-up.
That's
and
in
all
my
the acting
soul.
stuff. I can play with others. I can play. I can hang, but that thing that gets you out of bed in the morning, like when you get that card with all the new bits on it, and it's working, and then you think of a tag or you say something like, "That's my thing."
Yeah, and it's immediate gratification, man. It's not like when you shoot a movie, you wait for months that they like it, that they not like it. But
that's a different gratification. Like going, you know, when you're in a parking lot in Pasadena and it's 5 a.m. and a guy comes over and goes, "Hey, go to hair and makeup. You want some breakfast?" Like that's a different.
Is that a high for you? Is that like a natural high or
it's just cool.
Okay.
Or you're doing like an overnight and you're just you're in San Pedro on some rocks on a jetty and they got the generators up. It's just like, this is like walking on the moon. Who gets to do this?
So you have the same passion for acting that you do for stand-up, bro.
Yeah, but I don't crave acting. I have to do stand-up. It's like a fish to water. Without it, I can't swim.
Okay. All right. We you know, earlier, man, you were talking about being a kid and you said that you would do these characters and you'd make yourself cry. You totally would try to make yourself cry in the mirror, right? I would cry because I was abused, bro. Because my mom was vicious.
See, and you talk back to him?
Yeah.
No, I would cry, bro. My mom put me down and would say the worst things. You're no good. You're a piece of shit. And then I would I remember my whole body like aching, man. You know, just this ache. And I would, we had a basement. And then the basement had like a little space. I would do like army crawling under the basement when I was like 11 years old, and then lay on the dirt and just like feel the pain, man, of all the things she said.
This is in Mexico?
No, this is here. This is here, bro. In Mexico, I was too hungry. When in Mexico, I was too hungry to cry. I was too.
I was just making a joke.
No, but when I was a kid in Mexico,
You grew up in Mexico?
Until I was 7.
Oh, I just know that. I was just being a racist asshole.
No, in Mexico there wasn't any food. So you
can I point something out to your son?
Go ahead, bro.
For all your father's, I'm being serious, for all your father's mistakes that he may have made, I hope you can appreciate all the love he shows you. He had no example, so he had to somehow create it. So it's like a godsend love that he had no diorama. Like when you're a kid, you make those dioramas in the shoebox.
Right.
Like he had nothing to study.
No, for sure, yeah. You know,
so like all the love you feel from him, he's just created out of thin air.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
No, what I was leading to, bro.
Sorry.
No. Thank you. I tell
we've had a lot of tequila conversations.
Oh yeah, good.
4 a.m. talking about this.
Borracho mejor.
yeah, 2 borrachos, bro. Hey, so with you, man, did you have a healthy upbringing? Did you have the quintessential mother, father?
I had a mother and a father. My mom was an active alcoholic until I was 10, so it was a little chaotic. And my dad worked in Manhattan. I grew up in New Jersey. My dad worked in Manhattan.
But active alcoholic, can you like share that? What that meant? What did that
mean? She didn't beat me. There was no beatings like you had, but it was just not sure what the rules were. I was very unsure and a little nervous and just where was
Could you
everything?
tell she was drunk at like 8, 9 years old?
By then, yeah. When you're younger, it's just like, whatever. You know, we keep sideswiping cars. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And, friends would come and ring the doorbell to play, and she'd, like, fall down the stairs, out the door, into the driveway. But she was never abusive. I think my older sisters got the wrath, and they protected me because they were 6 and 5 years older than me. So they protected me from that. I was the baby.
Yeah, siblings will do that to
and my
the
dad
youngest.
worked in Manhattan, so he was out at 6 and back at 6. So I saw him at dinner, and then he would read a book. It was just
that was really the.
He was a good dad, but I was an insatiable kid.
But that was parenting back then, bro. Parenting for a dad was, hey, you got a roof over your head, you got food.
Yeah, he always played. He never turned down. If I wanted to play catch, he would never say no.
Oh, really?
He was good. They always came to my wrestling matches. My mom got sober when I was 10, and the whole vibe changed, dude. It was like I watched my whole family get well. My dad took a job not in town, but in New Jersey. He spent more time with us. My sister went away to college, and like I joined the wrestling team. Like all the grades went up. It's amazing.
So the energy cleared just by your mom's.
Well, she went to AA and just worked steps, and game changer. And I experienced that in my life.
Well, for me too, bro. It's something that I struggle. I don't want to say battle, bro, but I do struggle, man. Because there's times where I'm going like, well, I'm drinking too much on stage, you know, and I gotta pull back. And then sometimes he's called me on it, like, hey, Dad, second show, man, you're a little sloppy. You should want to cut down a little bit. So it's
Yeah, but you show up for the second show. There's a big difference. I'm on an Adderall run.
So it's okay. So
I'm not gonna make it back. So something happened.
Damn.
no. So let me ask you: Did your abuse of alcohol and drugs is that something that came from childhood, came from teens, or just came something that you tried?
It's hereditary. It's just, you just got that gene. It's just hereditary. And I can say, I go to meetings and people go, well, I drink because I was molested. I drink because I was beaten. Mm-hmm. But that keeps me a victim. That makes it still an outside thing that caused me to do a thing.
Okay.
My disease is between my ears. And you hear people in meetings.
But that's their that's AA philosophy, though.
No. I have an ism. I, self, me. I'm a self-centered. The world revolves around me, and I was alcoholic long before I ever picked up a drink. The way I behaved was always more. What's up? What are we doing? Where are we going? What are we doing? Do you like me? Are you cool? Are we cool? Like, it was an insatiability as a kid, and I was just born that way.
And so
because my mom was an alcoholic, so I was born. It was fetal alcohol syndrome.
So do you believe that's in we carried it in our DNA?
Oh, it's proven. It's science.
Okay,
for sure. It's a hereditary thing.
I didn't know.
That's
I believe that because
well, it's not.
I believe it. He's saying it's scientifically
my
proven,
cousin,
Robert.
I have a cousin of mine.
Robert.
No, my uncle, when he passed away, right? Nobody knew he had a son, and he didn't know he had a son. And all of a sudden, the mother came out. Oh, he has a son. He's 24 at the time. We were like, what? I'm like, oh, it looks just like his dad, and he had the exact same tendencies, drinker, same way, had the same isms, and he was just like, he carried on the torch, but he never met his father, but he was exactly the same person.
So when you say it's been proven scientifically, what is there something you read where it says that, or was there a call?
It's one of those things that are so. Where the fuck did I put you stole my phone, Robert. Hey Siri, is alcoholism hereditary? According to recent research, genetics are responsible for half of a person's risk of developing alcohol use disorder.
Oh, wow.
It's at least partially hereditary and runs in families, but not genetic makeup alone. So some people definitely become alcoholics to deal with pain
like 50-50.
and trauma.
Well,
But I came out of the chute nuts.
So when you say fetal alcohol syndrome, does that mean like you had like problems learning too? Is that something that comes along with that? Or
ADD, now I'd be diagnosed. I'd be in school with like a special tutor and whatever.
Yeah.
we didn't have that back then.
No, stupid. Your kid's stupid. Was that Rich?
I always
that
say
Rich
in the
Voss
school,
joke? Your
there's just all
kid's stupid.
Stupid kids on one side, smart kids on the other.
Rob has ODD.
Yeah.
He's fucking odd. You can't decide if he's cross-eyed or not.
Damn,
Damn, it's my left eye, dude.
Bro.
No.
Damn, bro. We try not to bring that up, bro.
Oh, I didn't know. Rob's, I got to be honest with you right away. Rob's my favorite part of this whole experience. I got to hang with Rob.
Did it come out?
Yeah.
We all try to.
When you drink, does it get worse?
No, it's just,
It actually straightens.
It's always been that way. It's my weak eye, too. It's blinder. And it's
How old are you?
51, man.
Yeah, he could have been 31.
Yeah,
He
dude.
could have been 51.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know, for some reason it got worse. It was always droopy a little bit. It got better, but then and then the prescription got worse. And
Do you wear glasses for it?
Yeah, I do wear glasses. And I had this weird depth perception
bro.
thing.
And
Like
you don't wanna be-
one is clear,
bro.
one is not. So it's
Yeah.
like I have when I'm
It's a
driving.
tough hustle being cross-eyed.
No, when he drives. The worst thing is if he drives, we'll drive to a gig.
Head out the front window.
Like let's say we'll drive to San Diego, right? 2-hour drive or whatever.
Wind up in Barstow.
No, man. His depth perception is really bad, man. So he'll brake, right? And I'll be like, fuck, Robert. And the car is like 400 yards away because he thinks the car is like right in front.
Yeah, I feel like it's coming fast. Like, holy shit.
I'd rather be like that than somebody the opposite.
Yeah, so I'm very
Crash,
over
break.
cautious. So I don't want, because it's
How long
happened.
have you been doing stand-up?
Quite a few years now. 20.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah, you're a G. All right,
No,
my
no,
bad,
no.
my bad.
He's lazy, bro. He's one fucking lazy writer. I used to get on his ass. When, he used to open up for me 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years
And
ago.
I used to fucking kick his door in the hotel. Like,
Really?
dude, let's go fucking write. Yeah,
You
right now.
You really love writing.
I love the creative part.
Because I remember we worked together, Punchline in Sacramento, and we were out like drinking. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go back to the hotel and write. And I wanted to keep drinking.
Because you're the headliner, bro.
Yeah.
You're the headliner. I was a feature, and I used to always have it in my head where like I gotta be a headliner. I gotta be a headliner, you know. And no hating because, bro, you know you did your job, and but it was for something for me, and then it just became a habit. But going back to Robert. For fucking 20, I would fucking tell him, dude, right. And then he'd always be smoking weed going, yeah, man, I'm gonna write. And then I remember we're on the road and I would tell him to write, and they wrote a fart joke. The longest fart joke you've ever heard in your life. It was a fucking 5 to 7 minute bit on a fart, right? And I was so mad because he closed on it. I went up on stage, everybody loved him, right? You know, the audience is like, oh, fucking genius. And I said, you guys are plotting for that? I go, it's a fucking fart joke. Okay, here it is. I'm going to invent this. And I did a fart joke for 10 minutes, right, Robert?
Yeah.
For 10 minutes, I did a fart joke just to show him. And I was making it up as I was going.
Yeah.
Just to let him know. I go, this is fucking stupid writing, bro. Anybody can fucking write a fart joke. But I'm glad, bro. It's almost like he had an awakening where he's like, I got to fucking be a better writer. And I think it started 2 months ago, bro. When he ate a dick in Vegas.
Yeah,
in
like
19 years and 10
Yeah.
months.
No, but I took some time off, but then now I'm coming back. But yeah,
Did you
Also-
box? Were you a boxer?
I mean, no, but I used to spar. But I used to
Looking at
spar
your
a lot.
hands.
Yeah.
Why he looks punch drunk?
Yeah.
No, he's got nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he looked punchy.
I know.
I thought he-
I know. I
No,
do
no,
hit
no.
that. I do hit the glove. I do hit the bag a lot. I used to hit the bag with no gloves, so I can make it really strong. But
No, you
recently,
had that-
yeah, you're right. After
I think that was an awakening
it
for you.
did-
He
it
was
did.
supposed to open up for me, do 15 minutes for me
Yeah.
in Vegas, and he was sucking so bad, man.
Bad. Jay,
that he
you
bailed.
understand? I was doing well, and then put that
No, you
show.
were doing well for 1 minute.
No.
And
No,
bailed,
How's everybody doing
and
in there?
bailed at 3.
No, I was doing well, like show wise.
Favorite-
But that particular show, it just fucking tanked bad. I was
Yeah.
like, what the? Like all my sets prior to that, all right, here we go. But that one, like, what the
No,
fuck
bro.
is-
You were.
But it's
It was-
hard to write. Like, do you sit down and say, okay, I'm going to write?
No. I say I'm gonna sit down and write ideas, not a joke. Not a joke from beginning to middle to end. An idea, and then from the idea,
I can't do that.
you can't.
No,
What?
but when an idea hits me, I write it down. Like, I'll write just 1 word or 2 words on my hand, and then I get home, and then I put it on an index card, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But then I go on stage.
And I play with it. But that's an evolution. That was an evolution for me. For me, I had to.
Oh, you had the notebooks out? when
I
you
had
were
it,
in
yeah.
Sacramento?
Okay, well, I progressed, you know? I went from writing a bit to writing bullet points. I mean, writing a joke, long joke, to writing bullet points for a bit, to now just writing the
a synopsis. or
yeah,
an
yeah,
idea.
like a title.
Okay.
Like a title of a movie,
Premise.
right? Like no, right? But boom, and I go on stage and now I just play with it and
Yeah, like your hour should be, like, you should be able to write 5 things, 5 words. Like, my headlining set will be weight loss, rehab, couples. That's 50 minutes.
Yeah. No, well, as I've gotten older, as I've gotten more, you know, more stage time, you know, you evolve and you get better. But let me ask you. I don't want to go back to something, man. When so you said you've always had kind of an addictive personality,
Yeah.
right? And obviously,
If it makes me feel good, I will abuse it.
were you doing it that time when we used to know each other?
was just drinking.
You were just drinking back
Yeah.
then. You weren't into the drugs yet.
Weed,
Weed?
weed,
Well,
yeah.
weed's not really a drug. I mean, I guess it is.
but the way I'll do it, it's all I'll do. If eventually, it's all I do, and it affects everything else in my life.
okay. Is it one of those things, bro, where because I have a friend, another actor, Emilio Rivera. I don't know if you know Emilio. Always he's in the Mayans.
He's sober.
Yeah, he's sober, bro.
Yeah, he spoke at one of my meetings.
Yeah, and he says that no, man, he doesn't want to take one drink because he's, I don't know if the word afraid is it, or he doesn't want to. He doesn't want that to take him back to his old ways.
If I could have one drink, I wouldn't have gone to rehab.
So are you the same way where you just can't have a
I don't know what one of anything is, Willie. I don't know what one chick is. I don't know what one.
Wait a minute.
Fucking
you
rubbing-
do. You just got married.
Now, because I'm sober.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like one drink, one smoke. If I smoke, I'm smoking packs a day. If I'm smoking weed, it's fucking sativa all day, indica all night. If I'm jacking off, I'm fucking jacking off.
God damn, bro.
I fell asleep.
This guy's fucking spelling out my life.
I had a cock ring to help me masturbate longer.
Holy shit.
Damn,
boy.
I fell asleep with the night. I woke up.
That's not masturbating, bro. That's making love.
I was making love for sure. And I remember I fell asleep with the cock ring on. I woke up. It looked like somebody left bananas in their car in the summertime.
Yeah,
It was all black
it was all
and
fucking purple.
And I was like, oh no! Like
They're gonna chop it off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna lose it, but I was okay.
So when
Segue back into fucking.
no,
Charlie.
I'm not following fucking dead dick.
As I was saying.
That's what I was saying. Listen,
Yeah.
So it's a good story about your dead dick.
So yeah, I can't have a drink because I don't. There's something in my brain chemistry where I have an allergy where the second it touches my lips, I start thinking more. How do I get more? How do I get more? That's my allergy.
Okay.
My allergy is I need more. And I'm allergic to penicillin, but I've never tried to hide it in my fucking closet in my suit pockets.
Okay.
Like I'm allergic to any drug or alcohol where the allergy is the more I drink, the thirstier I get. The more I snort, the more I need to snort shit. It
So
just
now
never ends.
being sober, would you say you have an would you say you have an addictive personality even sober?
I have a toolkit to keep my shit right. I have a morning routine. I have to constantly think about how I can help other people.
So tell me.
No, I don't anymore. No.
No,
But if I do anything, it goes right back to where it was and worse.
No, but I'm saying, do you obsess over acting, stand up?
No, there's not a lot going on up
your
here.
relationships. No?
Well, relationships, yeah. Like my wife, I'll make her my higher power a lot. Like, my wife will text me, call me, and my first response is like, oh, like I'm in trouble.
Right.
Like ever since I was a little kid. And like I still deal with that in sobriety. Like I'll wake up and I'll just have a whole day where I feel like I'm going to the principal's office, but nothing happened. It's just my brain.
Okay, so wow, so just being clean and what was
It's not just being clean. It's an active. I do these things.
Well, can you just share with me,
wake
bro?
up.
You're educating me, bro.
I wake up. I say, "Hey, good morning, God." First thing I have is a connection to a higher power. I slide out of bed and I get on my knees. I say a 3rd-step prayer, which is in a 7th-step prayer. I make my bed. I call my sponsor. I sit down at a desk. I write a gratitude list. Between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., I got about 12, 15 sponsees. Then they start calling me. I get on an 8 a.m. Zoom for men only every day from 8 to 9.
Wow.
9:30, I go to the gym, and I go to a noon meeting every day. So by the time people are coming home from work, I've already kicked the shit out of the day.
But you've already done like 2 meetings because you've done the 8 o'clock Zoom. The Zoom.
I used to snort 8 Adderall every day, so 2 meetings ain't shit. Yeah. But there's always new guys coming into a meeting, and you get to shake their hand and say, "It's okay, bro. You'll be all right."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what meetings are for, is for that a guy that's like, he's got a place to go. I still remember the name of the guy who shook my hand. Aaron Stanfield. I came up the stairs at this place called the Alano Club on Pico, and he goes, "How you doing, man? I'm Aaron." I'll never forget that guy's fucking name. I was broken, humiliated. Went to rehab. Went to 2 rehabs. There was an intervention for me.
Was he your sponsor?
No, just a guy that stuck his hand out. Yeah.
Do you have a sponsor?
Yeah, Cowboy Dan. He's hilarious.
And okay, and
Meth guy, meth cowboy, Harley Davidson meth guy.
So how does I mean, I have a vague idea more or less what a sponsor is, right? I'm thinking someone you call and you tell them, what hey, I'm having a bad day.
Sponsor takes you to the 12 steps. and that's pen to paper work, like almost like you're in school. It could be. It doesn't have to be. The way we did it was step one, admitting I'm powerless and my life is unmanageable. So with me running my life at 50 years old, I was in rehab, standing in line for medication with a bunch of vatos, like I was the white guy in rehab. And so, like, obviously, when I run the show, the shit don't work.
Right.
Step two, can something better that I'm not going to go through all 12 steps.
Yeah.
So going through each step, and the big steps with the sponsor is step 4. I write down all my resentments, every resentment I have. Fuck him, fuck her, fuck that, fuck the cops, fuck this, fuck that. They fuck me this. But then what's my part in it? And I write out my part in it is either my expectations of how other people should act. I'm selfish. I want different rules for you than should apply to me. And even if I was just using drugs, I sponsor guys that were molested, and they're like, "What's my part?" I'm like, "Your only part is you're still holding on to it. It happened fucking 35 years ago. You're carrying it into every relationship." So then step 5 is you read it to that guy, and you get everything, every secret you get out.
So your sponsor knows
Everything.
more about you than
No, he knows
anybody else in the world, right?
Oh, double what my wife knows about me.
Wow, bro.
And I got guys that have told me all their fucking secrets.
So-
And then like, if you feel like a guy's holding back, you're like, "You ever been molested?" And they're like, "Wait, what?" And like, "Any gay shit?" Like, "What are we doing? Come on, get it out. Let's go."
So this is built on trust, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is built on
Since
trust.
1935. The big thing is the guy that founded AA, Bill Wilson, was sponsoring a lot of guys, and they all kept drinking.
Okay.
And he came to his wife, and he said, "These guys are fucking, it doesn't work. This thing we created doesn't work because they're all drinking."
Right.
And she goes, "But you're not drinking. So by sponsoring Rob, I stay sober."
Okay.
You're like, you run me
Right.
through the steps, I take him through the steps. So we have like this lineage of guys helping guys, helping guys, helping guys, helping guys, and all their families. It's pretty powerful.
So when someone becomes a sponsor, man, they feel like I'm responsible for this person, right? Would that no?
No. I'm not responsible. I'm responsible for keeping your trust. I'm responsible for taking you through the steps.
Okay.
And I'm not your therapist. Like, don't call me at 3 a.m. like, "She fucking did it again, man."
Right.
Like, bro, what are we doing? Yeah.
And for you, what was has it been? Was
You
it
know
just
what the biggest thing having a sponsor? Because I did the steps again with another guy.
okay?
Because I just liked the more I did the steps, the more everyone around me acted the way I always wanted them to. Like all of a sudden, everybody was not annoying me. And I realized, I think you'll appreciate this growing up in an abusive house. The greatest thing these men ever did for me was they made time for me. And I never had that really in my life. Barry Katz always made time for me, like when he was my manager.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, no.
These guys, I call them, I got a problem. I either be at their house, they'd be at my house, and they would just, "Okay, what's going on?" And we just talk it out.
So would you say it was, one of the first times you felt love? You felt like some.
No, I definitely felt love in my family and that, but it was the first time that the reason I tell jokes, sing stupid songs, and crack on guys, that defense, that armor, I could sit with somebody, and it was out of order. It didn't.
You don't have to be jokey.
And I felt I wasn't looking over his shoulder. I remember once I was at like 6 months, and this old guy, Jerry, said, "Hey, meet me at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. Let's get coffee." And I'm like, "What the fuck's this guy want? Like, what does he want?" And we literally just sat and had coffee. He didn't want anything.
You just want to have coffee.
He goes to this coffee place every day. Why don't you join me? And we just sat and I was 50 years old. And it was the first time in my life it wasn't like, "What else we got going on? What are we doing after this? Are you holding? Who's holding?
Right.
Who's she?"
Right.
We just sat and had coffee. I was like present for the first time. And then you get like a euphoria.
Right.
That feeling of like, wow, I'm not chasing anything.
I'm sure it felt like a peacefulness, a calmness, right?
Total peacefulness. And a lot of
Right.
guys get freaked out by that. They get really nervous about that feeling of peace. They're so not used to it. They got to create some fucking drama.
Yeah. No, I
It's like, "Oh, this is what women do," but you're doing it.
No. I have a lot. This week it's on at Bodega and Tres Vinos, the heart of Covina, where you can dine, drink, and dance all under one roof. Downstairs at Bodega, it's Wicked Wednesdays. Drink martinis, whiskey specials all night, plus some amazing wings, some empanadas. It's party on. Then we go on to Throwback Thursdays, tequila, tacos, and old school jams. Freaky Fridays, live band downstairs, DJ upstairs, 2 floors, one wild night, full bar, and the kitchen opens late. Sexy Saturdays, we're showing the Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. live on the big screen. Then party keeps going with live DJs, bottle service, and VIP vibes upstairs at Tres Vinos. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day. Daytime DJs, chill energy, drink specials, and all your favorite dishes. Say Willie Barcena sent you for a little something extra. I have a lot of issues, bro. I feel like you're talking about me. So when was it? When was it that you had that moment, Jay, that you said, "All right, fuck this, man. I have to change." Was it you, or because going back to Emilio, when I talked to him about this, he said that he goes, "I knew that if I didn't change."
Well, he was incarcerated, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think he was. I'm not sure if he was. I think he was, but he said, if he didn't change, he was either going to hurt himself or hurt somebody. So
I had
what was
it? Was brought to me. I had an intervention.
Oh,
I was fine. Like, do you
Didn't
people,
you get pissed? Don't let people get pissed off if there's an intervention. Like, hey, fuck you guys. Right?
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
Like
I
fucking
do a joke.
judging me, and then you bring out everybody's problems.
I
Like,
do-
fuck you,
yeah.
man. You
I
fucking
do a-
cheap motherfucker. Remember when I tried to borrow money, you didn't know me? And
Yeah.
you motherfucker, you're always complaining, and you fucking eat too much.
Yeah, for sure. I had those thoughts, but I also knew they were right.
So how many people were around you? And how did?
Okay, hold on. But I do a joke in my act. I go, an intervention. That's the worst surprise party ever, because you walk in and everybody you love is there. You're like, hey, oh no, and you turn into like a demon. You start cursing out your grandmother. You're like, you lied to me, you old bitch. You're gonna be dead. You're gonna know you're a fucking liar. There's about 12 people, and they tricked me because of my podcast, which I want you on, by the way. They, I did it at my house. At my house, and
Is it the one by the beach?
it used to be. Now I'm in somewhere else.
Okay,
And
somewhere
then,
else.
Yeah, sorry. I gotta think for 2 people now.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
It's not just me anymore. They told me from my podcast the next morning I was gonna interview Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh yeah,
I was so high.
Yeah.
I was so high. I thought that was true.
Right.
So I stayed up all night coming up with the fucking most banger like Wu-Tang interview.
Right.
And I walked in and they're all sitting there. I'm like, you guys got to get the fuck out of here. Wu-Tang Clan's coming over. And then I saw the interventionist. I'm like, all right. So I didn't have any thought.
But
Yeah.
everybody had a list.
So I jumped ahead of that because guys like you and me we got great defense skills, survival skills.
Yeah.
So like 4 or 5 minutes in, I go, just so everybody knows, I'm going to go to treatment. I'm going to go.
Right.
Because I knew if they read those, like if you don't go, you know, those consequences letters, I knew I would die a junkie. That would have hurt me so bad. Like, you'll never see your sons again. I'm going to move. I'm going to change my number. I knew if they read that, I would have been broken. It would have broke me.
So they didn't read them?
No, I said, I'm going. Let's go. Let's go to treatment right now.
So you said, let's skip this part and let's just get over there because I don't need to be hurt any more than I
I
already
didn't explain why. I just said, just so you guys know, I'm going to go. But also, that's a circumstantial thing. That's not like this virtue that I have. My first addiction is your approval. If you don't like me, I'm not sure how to act. So the fastest way, I'm in a room with people going, all pissed off and sad. Mm-hmm. So the fastest way for everybody to be like, oh yeah, was just to fucking, oh, I know how this
Did
goes.
they believe you or they think you were like
the car's running. Like, if you agree to go, you go right into the car and go to rehab.
Oh, it's right there. The
don't
intervention
fucking
is like from the fucking letters to let's roll.
Let's do it. Like, will you accept this gift of recovery? Let's go.
Did
Because
you?
people go like, I'll go tomorrow. It's like, no, you won't.
Was there? Did you know there was a car waiting for
Oh,
you?
I knew. I saw the show. I know how it worked.
Oh, okay.
And they told me, like, this is the place you're going to go to. It's good. You're going to do 4 meetings a day. And I remember going, Jesus, 4 meetings a day? Like, I got fucking plans. I'm doing talking dog movies. I'm not even a lead dog. I'm like a masseuse at Park Williams. Thank God you're here, Rob.
Hey, bro. So when you, hey, bro. So when you took off, how many months were you there, bro?
I went to one place in San Clemente for a month, and then there was a Zoom call with two of my homies, and I thought they were gonna like argue over like who got to pick me up, where do you want to go, where do you want to eat, and instead they just held up a brochure to a second rehab in San Francisco, like, no, now you're gonna go here.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers got me again. But the sober companion that came with me was like the coolest guy I ever saw in my life. This guy Kevin. And he picks me up in a Mercedes, like, bro, his Bluetooth was hooked in. Yeah. And I don't know how that shit works. He's answering the phone, like, just with his voice.
Right.
I'm like, this guy's from the future, man. He's like 6'6". He looks like an old stuntman, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like naming celebrities worked with. And everybody kept calling this guy on the way to the airport. And they're like, hey, how come you weren't playing golf? We missed you at golf this morning. It was like a celebrity.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, I'm working with a buddy of mine. Sorry about that. And then somebody goes, are you surfing tomorrow? Goes, can't make it. I'm with a buddy. I'm working with a buddy of mine.
Right.
And I was like, this life sounds amazing. Because in rehab, it's just a bunch of guys trying to out dirtbag each other. Like, oh, that's nothing. I used to go behind Burger King and wipe my ass with my socks and then suck the chef's dick. Like, oh, yeah, that ain't nothing.
Wow, bro. So
this guy was like, I'm like, if this is
a good life.
I'm like, I wanted what he had. I didn't want what I had anymore.
Right.
And then I went to the second rehab, and he got me checked in. And I was like, okay. I saw, like, he was just that guy. And now he's one of my best friends.
Okay, when you had that intervention, were you already, were you married yet, or were you dating?
No, we were dating.
Was she part of that intervention?
She was in it, and I thought she did the intervention. So I was like, oh, you fucking turncoat.
Yeah.
So when I was packing for rehab, I'm just staring at her. I didn't say shit. And I'm just shoving shit in a bag.
Yeah, like,
never took my eyes off. You know the game.
Yeah.
And then when I got to rehab,
thought you loved me.
I didn't say nothing though. I'm just staring at her.
Yeah.
And then when I got to rehab, all I had was 14 pairs of socks. I never looked, you know? And I had to call her up, like, could you bring me pants? Then it turns out she was the hardest person to get to the intervention because she didn't want to lose me. I learned things in rehab. First rehab, you're just like, whew, like detoxing and getting your shit together.
Yeah.
But the second rehab was when I realized it wasn't her, it was my agent, Matt Frost, that did it. And like, so I had this resentment towards her for 6 weeks, and then it was based on nothing. And then I found out Skylar Stone was emailing me as RZA from Wu-Tang Clan. Okay. Like it was a big con.
No way.
And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That's hilarious.
And then I was like, I realized I'm a really bad narrator. Like what I thought was going down wasn't what's going down for years. And like I feel like I'm fooling everybody. They don't notice. It's only affecting me. It's like going out in the street at night with a fucking jackhammer, and your neighbor goes, "What the fuck?" You're like, "Hey man, it's just me. I'm just doing this. It's just me." But it affects everybody. You're ripping up concrete.
Right.
And I was just that jackhammer everywhere I went.
So you were able to, I guess, by the second rehab, man, you're able to.
I got kicked out of that rehab.
You got kicked.
Some girl said I like diddled her.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
No.
Really?
I did not. I didn't do it. I got bounced.
So then, did you go to another one?
No, I went home and I just got right into meetings.
You got into.
But that helped me actually because my family was probably like, "Fucking here we go again, JJ doing this shit." So I had to prove to them that
they thought you bailed on rehab,
or that I was just up there to get laid or whatever.
Right.
Because it was the second one was co-ed, which is good luck. So I had to prove, in my head, I'm like, I better stay in this program. So I remember I would text my wife, on my way to a meeting, and she'd like, okay, leaving the meeting, I'll be home at this time. And I remember when we went to couples therapy before we got married just to make sure everything was regulated and cool. And she goes, and he's always texting me where he is every day. Like, it's almost like, what is he doing? And I was like, oh, it never dawned on me that would bother her. I'm like, no, I'm finally where I'm supposed to be, and I'm checking in.
Okay.
Like, I'm finally an honorable man.
So,
like, because my whole life, I'm over here, but I tell her I'm here, but I'm over there.
You're bullshitting.
So it's like, here I am, and now I'm going to be here. And now, like, my family knows where any time of the day, they're like, he's at the blank and blank meeting because it's noon and it's a Monday. Or it's a Tuesday, he's doing this. Or a Thursday night, he likes that 6:30 p.m. meeting. Or 2 to 3, he takes a nap every day.
Are you still doing that with your wife? Letting her know where you're at all the time? Or
Less, but little bit. Just out of like, I just like checking in with her.
Okay.
She does it with me too.
Okay, I thought because it was gonna be like, no, man, it bothered her so much that I leave
No,
it.
I guess from her point of view, it was like, here I am.
Right.
You fucking sent me up to rehab.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
I don't know. I never really asked her.
Yeah, you're being sarcastic.
Yeah, but I was like, no, I'm finally where I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
Like, everything's okay. You know, I asked her she was the second guest on my podcast when I brought back more stories. And I said, when did you exhale? Like, when I got sober, when were you like, okay? And she gave this long answer, like, said nothing. And as a joke, I go, all right, I'll put you down for 1 year. And she goes, no, it wasn't that quick. I was like, yo. It wasn't like it was about 2 years and change when I asked her to marry me. And
you had already been sober for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought, like, after 6 months, I feel like everybody's like, okay, he's fine.
Right.
But everybody was like, when's the other shoe?
They're waiting for you to, like...
Yeah. But it was when I asked her to marry me, she said, everything made sense. Like, he keeps going on the road. Because he's been saving for this ring. Like, everything all at once made sense to her in that moment. But I was fat. Do you know how fat I was?
Yeah, I've seen. Because of that movie. You know where I see in that movie.
I was a blob of shit. I was 240 pounds when I asked her to marry me, and she had to help me back up.
So, dude...
I got on my knee, and she's like, she had to help me back up off the ground.
Bro, you know what? I love that this lady...
I'm going to show you a picture of who she said yes to.
Bro, you know what? That's real love, bro, because my girlfriend left me. I just gained 20 pounds and she fucking left.
Well, she was...
fucked up. And you gained fucking 100 pounds and they still loved you. Fuck, I gained 20
Did
pounds.
she really leave you over... She didn't leave you because of that?
No,
she left
she
you
did.
because you... Oh.
No, bro, she did. She did. I just gained 20 pounds and there was no more love, bro.
Yeah,
look at that.
I saw the movie in theaters at the AMC.
She put that up for the fans. I look like the fat guy from Dune.
Your camera's right there.
No, bro. Man.
Will you marry me? Okay.
Kind of looks like Tony Soprano.
Bro, that's such real love, dude. I swear, I just gained some weight and I stopped getting the same feedback, like connection, you know? And that's I just gained 20 pounds.
I mean, you weren't the skinniest guy when you met her. So
I was. I'll show you pictures.
Yeah.
Bro, when I worked with your dad, like, you've always been... What I admire about you is you stood on business, man. And you were like this lean Latino guy. Like, I got to tell the Pete Fogel story.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. When I was a young comic,
No,
man,
you're in the right. This whole story, he's right.
I don't think I've heard it before.
No,
So we're at the Improv, and he's supposed to go up. He's on the lineup, and this guy Pete Fogel goes, "Okay, you're next. I got you." And then the guy goes up, and he brings somebody else up. It's really weird, like he had a brain fart or something. He goes, "Okay, my bad. You're next." Right?
Yeah.
And he did that every comic, and then he brought him up dead last.
Oh, you can't.
And he went on stage and fucking dropped him with one punch.
Yeah.
No way.
Took the mic and just fucking whack. And my man just like in a cartoon.
On
like,
stage?
Oh yeah, in front of a whole crowd.
No, it was on the side with that rail. You know the rail?
He
The
just
rail
took
on
the
side.
mic and went fucking bow. And my man just went tweet, 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 tweet. The little fucking brain.
No
and
shit.
I was like, yo, my man Willie's no joke.
You know what that is, bro? That's
That punch came from your big toe. You put out that cigarette on the ground.
I had a lot of I battled a lot of issues, bro, with that.
But you were right.
But
I would do that now.
But a smart, you know what?
I would drop that motherfucker.
And what do they call emotional intelligence, man? If I would have had any of that, I would have progressed. I did a lot of things like that in LA.
The emotional intelligence is after the third time getting skipped over going, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you kept bumping.
Or just go home.
Oh, man, there's so many things that happened to me. You know
But
what?
he was right.
Bro, you know what happened to me?
It was a nice punch, Willie.
No, listen, bro.
I was like, note to self, don't mess with Willie Barcena.
Bro, I always felt in LA, and check this out. We had Jay here, Jay with Leno, and he was asking me about I don't know how we were talking about Hollywood, and I said, Jay, man, I always felt like I didn't belong, even at those parties. I was at William Morris agency for a while, and they had these big parties, and I was with all the big ones, bro. But I always would shrivel up, bro. They had these parties, and if you wanted to find me, just look for the darkest corner, and I'd be right there with my back against, because I always felt like I didn't belong. And then then Jay goes, everybody feels like that, Willie. He goes, look at my face. He goes, look at this chin. He goes, you think I feel like I belong anywhere? And then I thought, fuck, that's true. But then wait a minute, with you, bro,
I
Hollywood.
I always felt like everybody had an operating manual and they just knew how shit worked. And I was like, I don't. They all know where the party is and something's happening. I always felt like I lacked data, and I never felt like I belonged. So you put on this big show, and you pull people towards you.
But you see, that's what I couldn't, and I think a lot of people do feel that they don't belong. And
going back to the steps, it's like I've told somebody all my deepest, darkest secrets, so I have no secrets. And then when you get to step 9, you make amends to the people you've hurt. So like any human being I might run into at that party where I get that like, oh, fuck, that guy's here. I've already face-to-face told him, hey, I don't live like that anymore, bro. How do I make this up to you?
Wow.
So...
do you find that some people haven't forgiven you, man, for things you did or anything? Or,
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't had an overt, like, I don't forgive you, but, like, my sons are back in my life. That was a big one. My ex-wives, we co-parent real well. Like, my family's healed incredibly. It's and that was, like, the biggest hurt, like, not seeing your kids.
Yeah.
No, because of what I did.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, well, he went away to college in Europe. It's like, no, I told him, fucking beat it. I only have one kid. And he listened and he went. Because one of my biggest defects of character is grandiosity. Like, let's see how well you do without me. And he did great.
Oh, wow.
He went to college. He's on the dean's list.
And you guys weren't talking at the time?
No. He got a stepdad in his life that was amazing.
Okay.
And he's doing jujitsu. And then my son gets sober and he's at college and he's running groups. He's going for a master's in addiction psychology. Wonder why. and like, he's just a brilliant light of a human being. I don't even know where he went to high school.
Wow.
Like, I was that out of it.
So you didn't even go to his high school?
Oh no.
Graduation.
No, I was way out.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, but talk to him on the way here.
When was the moment where he didn't say, or because I'm sure you had many times where you probably were like, hey son, you know what, I got my shit together, man. I want us to have a connection, and then you fuck up again. Did you have moments like that?
No, I was stayed fucking up. There was no like.
It was just you fucked up and that was it.
Yeah, I never tried to get sober. I was always just like snorting shit over there and smoking that over there.
So I
never was like a relapser, but in and out.
Oh.
I just rode that shit until the wheels came off.
It had a big fucking wave.
Yeah, I was 50 when I got sober, so I think it's like. I knew it worked because I saw it work in my own home. So I think that's why I took so long to do it, because I didn't want it. I didn't want my party to. They say, I was still partying, but I'm just snorting shit off my own toilet in my own house alone. This ain't a party at the end.
Right. So when was that? When did you have that moment with your son? Where
he texted me out of nowhere. And I'll save that for off air because it's about his recovery.
No, bro.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
So there was a connection, and you felt that.
You want to talk about imposter syndrome when you feel that with your own kid? Like, I picked him up at the airport.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, hi. And I forgot my wallet when I picked him up, so I had to ask him to pay for parking. I'm like, I'm a totally different guy. Can I get $40? I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
But when we got reconnected, it was just up and running. We're boys.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah, and his mom's a great mom. She raised a great kid with zero. Like, it's not like no help from me. Mm-hmm. It's like me fucking shit up and going, hey, what's going on? Like shitty emails and talking shit about her all the time. Yeah. That's no way to go through life.
No, bro. I'm glad that you're back with your kids, man. I know, like, I'm working with my son, and
he give you a lot of credit for like putting them into the modern century, the modern era with like followers and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like we play the same towns, and I'm doing little clubs, and he's doing nice theaters.
No, bro.
No, literally. I
You're,
quit the road, man. I'm out.
You're not doing the. You're not doing. Are
The
you on
older-
stand up?
I'm doing stand up, but like here.
Okay.
But like the older I get, the crazier flying seems.
Yeah.
I sit on the plane, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in this tube? That guy's wearing flip flops. There's turbulence. Like, did Trump lay these fucking people off? Am I okay?
Well, you know what? For me, you know what softens the blow, Jay, is that I go with my son.
Oh, and
Yeah, he
tequila.
travels in tequila, bro. I had to, yeah. Listen.
If I could take like
I'm telling Pete out, right.
Bro, if I could take a Klonopin, my wife owns a tequila company, Sincoro.
You should have brought me a bottle, bro.
I should have. You're absolutely right. I absolutely should have brought you Sincoro. But like, if I could take a pill, if I could take like Xanax or something, it wouldn't be an issue.
Right.
But
you can't.
also like,
That's not you, bro.
you're always 5 hours from home.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
No,
I just got my family back, and I
Yeah.
keep flying away from them every weekend.
Yeah. No, I totally
But
get
what
it.
happened, Willie, is doing spots in town, especially at the Hermosa Comedy Magic Club. Those are 9-minute spots.
Yeah.
So I can only do 9 minutes. I can only do new stuff.
Yeah.
Because all my act is like, I could tell this story for 15
No,
minutes.
your bits get longer.
Yeah.
As you
So
get
I would
better.
like 9. I don't know what the fuck to say for 9 minutes. So I'm like, And then I'm like, because when you have, do you have this experience when you have a new bit, it doesn't really fit somewhere yet. You got to wait over time.
It's
and
by
then-
itself.
Yeah.
It's hanging by itself.
So
like
I
it's
just-
like a lone island.
Yes. So I
You
go up
know?
with an index card of six islands.
Yeah.
And that's the set.
Yeah.
So then that becomes the new.
We work a lot the same. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
I work.
So that becomes the
yeah.
other 15-minute chunk. Is these bits about?
I go up there with index cards.
I love index cards.
I go up there with index cards and I
My
tell
house
them.
is filled with index cards.
Yeah, and I just go, all right, guys, look,
crazy
man,
person.
pretend, I say this to them, pretend I've been talking about religion for about 20 minutes, and you guys are going, what a genius. So I just start talking, boom, boom, and I have nothing, no segue, and I go, okay, pretend I've been talking about my kid for like 20 minutes, all right? And then,
Yeah.
because, and then, like you said, like, you know, they're by it themselves. Once I listen to them, I go, oh, that goes here, that goes there.
Yeah.
But I got a great idea for you, bro. A brilliant idea that I think you're gonna dig, and you being a comedian, an artist, and a cat that that likes sharing stand-up. Because I know you don't like the road, but I know you like performing.
I love stand-up.
So here's my here's a advice, bro. That's all it is. I think you should hire get someone that really knows cameras. There's a lot of kids out there, a lot of whatever, and mic yourself up when you're doing these and share these on social media. Your new bits.
Yeah, that's nice.
You like
Yeah, you're right.
the stuff that works. Because I know I tell him like he's going with me tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
No, it's no, Wednesday. Yeah,
No,
Laugh
it's
Factory.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah, well, we're doing the week. We're doing that club
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Bellflower, but we're
Yeah, I'll
doing
be there, Long
but-
Beach. Laugh Factory.
But tomorrow we'll be in Long Beach, and he'll mic me up. We'll put a
Today, if you're watching.
today, and then he'll put the camera, and then I'll read the bit, I put it down, and I talk. So when it airs on social media, it doesn't need a segue in the front, segue in the back. They're just like, oh man, that's the funniest joke I ever heard about. Whatever. You see?
Yeah.
And they're and they
And
don't.
it's like only like a 45-second clip of it.
It's like, yeah, it's a 45
Yeah, I
second,
get it,
30,
yeah.
30-second clip less, because he's the one that told me that, hey, 30 seconds is where is what you're aiming at, because of the new generation is the ADD generation.
Yeah.
That if you go longer than that, they scroll.
My son's 14, and I'm making him take a summer school class about podcasting so he can do what you're doing
Yeah,
right now.
no,
You've inspired me.
I came across this by accident. I got a scholarship to play baseball at a D2 in San Francisco. And,
What school?
Academy of Art University.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Do you know where Menlo is?
Menlo?
Menlo College?
Yeah, it's
Right there.
Bay Area, right?
Yeah, I got a couple wrestlers up there.
Okay, cool. And then, so when I got there, my coach was like, yeah, all the baseball players take communications and media technology, wink, wink, so
Yeah.
if you want to take that, it's probably the best way to go. So I did it, and then I learned all this by accident. I didn't even like doing it like the first 6 months, because all I knew how to do was use Word document, you know what I mean? And then COVID happened, so my dad wasn't working. I was out of school, and then we actually like, started working together like that.
This kid's a star, bro.
And then,
Yeah, man. He's
Look at his shame about his looks.
yeah, man.
Damn.
Too bad. Hey, I got you made me think of something right now. You have a 14-year-old?
Yeah.
Bro, please, man. Please read this book because it's gonna help you understand him. It's called
I need help.
no, bro.
'Cause he's a fucking scallop.
No. This
He
book
just
is
lays around all day.
This book is it directs this new generation like you wouldn't believe, man. It's called the anxious generation. The anxious. See if you pull it up. Pull up the book.
I got it. I'm putting it in my notes right now. Is that what it's called, or you fucked it up?
No. It's anxious. Look, put up, Fabian. See if you see anxious generation.
Let's all look.
You know, my son asked me the other day.
what
He goes, "Hey, Dad, is Jackson Jewish?" I go, "Your brother?" He goes, "Yeah, is he Jewish?" I go,
Yeah.
how the fuck could your brother be Jewish if you're not Jewish? He goes, "I don't know how this stuff works." Then he goes in his room and slams the door, and I'm standing in my kitchen like, "Fuck, maybe his brother is Jewish."
Show me the cover, bro.
That's it right
got
there.
Oh, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me tell you about this book, bro. And I think that you'll find it intriguing, man.
No, I'm gonna get it.
No,
You
no,
know,
but check.
tell me-
Let me tell you about it real quick.
Let's do jokes.
No. Listen, bro. The book talks about the first generation, like your son, and the generation after him that was actually raised on iPhones. Which means, bro, their minds are programmed way different. And the iPhone companies know.
Did you read it?
I haven't read it.
No.
No.
The iPhone companies.
I'm like at the cutoff before all that.
No,
But
no,
you know what?
generation.
This generation is the first iPhone generation. But you know what else they are? They're the first I love you generation. They're the first generation of sons whose fathers looked him in the eye and say, "I love you, buddy."
100%.
My
Okay.
dad he'd say I love you too, but
Yeah.
he didn't. That, you know.
Yeah.
No, but check this out. The
fucking book again, this guy.
No, look, bro. The iPhone companies,
No wonder you
look,
don't write.
iPhone companies, they know that it was affecting the kids.
Yeah.
But like everything, bro, like when they give you all that preservatives that come in food today that the government knows is bad for us, but they sell it anyways because it's money, right?
Okay, Rogan.
The iPhone, no, bro. These guys have done the studies, man, and the iPhone has a lot of viruses that program kids not to go out and be active.
Do you want me to read the book, or are you going to tell me
Okay,
the
that's
book?
all right. Go ahead, read the book, bro. I'm passionate about that book,
I
man.
wrote it down. I'm getting it.
All right, bro.
Let me rephrase that. My wife's going to get it for me. I don't know how to order shit.
Hey, by the way, man. So, how many years you been married?
Almost 2.
Oh man,
But we've
it's
been
just-
together 8.
Okay.
I love that Patrice O'Neill joke when he's like, "My wife's been with me 15 years. I've been with her 10." Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I know. We'll do the math.
Do you want to get married again?
Do I want to get married?
Yeah.
No.
You've
No.
been married before?
I was with his mother for a long time.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, we were still friends, man.
Good.
I had to do a lot of damage control,
Yeah.
from the past, and we're actually really, really good friends.
We were
Like I
young.
said, I dated this lady, the closest I ever been, honestly, to being like wanting to.
But she's prejudiced against fat guys.
Yeah, bro, I got a little chubby, and she fucking dumped me.
Wait till you put, ever pull a hamstring jacking off? Ever been that fat?
Yeah.
Hey, so you're saying that she's dumped you because you're fat. So was that like, would she like constantly tell you that you're getting fat? Is that
No, but I can tell that when I started gaining weight is because she goes, you should work out. You should start working out a little. And right when I started like gaining a little weight, by the way, I'm getting slim again, motherfucker. So back. No, so no, I don't know, bro. I'm talking shit. Maybe I'm just trying to look for reasons. Looking for reasons.
Why she left you?
Why it didn't work out.
I'll ask her when I see her later.
Yeah.
Fabian, my wife says, I told my wife I was getting a trainer, and her first response was, "Oh, that's great. You could work on your butt."
Oh, what? You got a flat ass or what?
you got
I'm like-
that Hank Hill ass or what?
Yeah, I got the middle-aged white guy. And that shit affected me. Like, now after sex, I walk to the bathroom backwards. I won't let her see it. I moonwalk out of that. I'm like, good game. Woo! But like middle-aged white guys, no matter like how big your dick is or like how jacked you are, when you get up and walk to the bathroom, everyone's like, oh. You ever see like a French bulldog trying to get up on the couch? That's what white guys look like all the time. With their little flat asses and their little curly cute tails. Hi.
Hey man, you know, for the people that don't know, your wife is a pretty famous lady, bro.
Yeah, more famous than me.
Yeah, it's pretty famous, right? For the people that don't know, his wife is does she keep your last name?
Jeannie Buss.
What?
I call her Mrs. Moore, but she's Jeannie Buss. I let her know.
But she doesn't
No,
use
because it would be,
who
cares?
It's progressive. It's different times, bro.
Disrespectful,
it's not old school
bro.
time.
I'm gonna talk to her when I get home.
Hey, she's disrespecting my last name.
So you're married to the lady who, well, they just sold the Lakers, didn't they?
Yeah.
10 billion?
Yeah.
10
Or 19. It was a
No,
19.
10 billion.
10.
Where the fuck you get 19 from?
Oh, I
You
thought
just-
I saw.
Let me look at my phone.
No, I thought I
Let
saw.
me look at my phone, dog.
Okay, I was 10.
Let me look at my phone, dog. Well, it doesn't exist. I just made it up, but I'm gonna pretend I read it
No,
somewhere.
I thought I saw something. My bad. The 9 was a 0. I wear glasses. You know what I mean?
Oh, my bad.
That's why.
So let me tell you, going out with the lady that's that famous and people, I'm sure she has meetings all the time, man.
Yeah.
Is that a difficult thing, man? Being with somebody that's
No, it's great. It's because she has a career. Like, it's like I wake up and go my way. She wakes up and goes her way, and then we circle back.
okay.
You know, and it's good. Like you get what Chris Rock say to me. You can only have one headshot per house.
Okay.
Like you can't have like two publicists and like 2 headshots. It's just I've done it twice. It don't work.
Too many. Yeah. You need.
And I think it's good that we're from different things. Like she's got to worry about salary cap and adjustments and the tax exemption and the apron on the thing. And I'm just like, I don't fucking know. Like I don't know how to do shit. Like I just tell jokes. If I get a parking ticket, I just hand it to her.
Okay, bro. But it's got
Because they'll tow my shit.
Hey, but there's got to be some. Hey, listen, man. I'm just a regular dude that loves sports. It must have some cool perks.
Bro,
Obviously,
it's the fucking best.
Yeah, bro, I mean,
I'm not
honestly-
gonna act like a fucking asshole.
Bro,
Be like, nah, it's just like any other relationship. No, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, can you go to
Like,
when you go to Staples? Do you get like the fucking
I'm with her.
the king suite?
I'm with her. No, we're in the second row.
Oh, you're in the
Bro,
front.
I took a private jet to Michael Jordan's 60th birthday party.
Really? Oh,
And I was still fat. I'm like, Michael Jordan put me in a headlock and said, "You're in the family now, motherfucker."
Really?
I was like,
No
God
way,
damn,
bro.
Mike headlocked
how
me.
fucking cool is that,
Yeah,
bro?
it's cool. I see Magic all the time and Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka's a good guy, man.
He's a physical trainer, wasn't he?
No.
No. What am I thinking?
He was
of?
Kobe's agent, and now he's the general manager.
Oh, okay. Think of that.
But yeah, it's fucking great. But okay, so when I was using drugs, it was great. But who she wasn't as important as what she was. And then now I can honestly say it's like I'll think about it sometimes and go, this is fucking crazy. I'm married to the owner of the Lakers.
But you know what? The fact that this lady's super successful, and at the time you were like this fat fuck, and she didn't like demean you, bro. And
She's very supportive.
And she's supportive, man.
But that's who
And
she
you know,
is. Like that's the type of person.
So
she
in your
is.
heart, bro, do you wake up in the morning and want to pinch yourself and go, man, I can't believe that
I have a woman that
I have
will
like real love.
We'll be walking the dogs, and she'll be over there doing something, and we got 2 different dogs, and then like she'll just come across the sidewalk and give me a hug and a kiss, like, I love you so much, like I love that shit.
Man, fuck you, bro. All right, we're done, man.
No, it's like just having someone.
Fuck, man.
Listen, I haven't had sex twice in a day since I was in my 20s,
Wow.
and we had
Okay,
sex.
all right, bro. Stop rubbing it in.
No,
you
I'm
fuck.
not. We had sex twice one day, and you know what it took to get me going the second time? We're laying in bed watching Big Brother. It was last summer. I mean, I don't know if I had it in me again. We're watching Big Brother. We did it probably, mid-afternoon. So like 10 at night, we're watching Big Brother. She looks over, she goes, "You're so handsome." I'm like, "Whoop, here we go again." Just somebody being positive towards me. Like, we're starved. Like, you know what? Our childhood must have been worse than I thought.
Bro, man. Yeah.
And I'm a one-pump chump, dude. Because I talk shit all day, like you're gonna get it tonight,
yeah.
and then I'm like, oh, it's over in 2 seconds.
She's like, it was amazing, and she's probably so supportive. Oh man, you know.
No, she's not even there.
That was amazing, Jay.
She's still on her way home from work. She's still fucking taking her shoes off. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get you on more stories.
Bro. Pills. I recommend Cialis. I have some really
Cialis
good.
is good, but I don't know.
Oh,
do you like spontaneous sex?
Does that affect? Is that considered a drug?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you like This is a new bit. Do you like spontaneous sex or do you like
planned?
I love planned, dude.
No, I like spontaneous.
Oh, I love planned. When we agree, like, okay, Saturday 7 p.m.
Okay.
Then fucking Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm like, oh my God, this is great.
So
we're gonna be. I get like hyped.
Right, so there's
it just breaks out.
There's an anticipation thing to it,
Yeah,
right?
I love it.
Like, oh man.
But she's got a higher
like,
libido
it's gonna be
than
Christmas.
me. But then like I'll text her at like noon on Saturday, like, yeah, I need to reschedule. She's got a higher libido than me. I'll be like, look, we just did it 2 weeks ago. Like I'm 54, I'm a fucking drug addict. I watch TV. I have no hobbies.
So is it the roles are reversed? So you're like,
she's the guy.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Can you just tell?
But like, are you okay? Like, how are we doing? How are we doing?
Oh, bro. Listen, man. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for being here,
dude,
man.
I love you, dude. You're one of my oldest friends.
You're always.
He was selling the podcast like, we do this. I go, bro, you asked me, I'm in. You're my friend. He goes, yeah, I've had this guy on there. I go, what are you doing?
He's always real. You know, this is why I always like Jay, because the guys that I know that are actors, you know, in showbiz, I don't even consider them showbiz friends. They're guys that were real.
I'll help you any way I can.
No, Fabian's been with me and met some actors, bro. And he goes, hey, Dad, this guy's a dick, huh? And I go, yes, I told you, son, that not everybody's cool. Or we met rappers, guys that he looked up to, and then we met him in real life, and he's like, that guy's fucking a dick. I go, dude, it's this fucking business.
Fabian's coming to a Laker game for sure. Clippers for you.
I've never been to a Laker game.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been.
No way.
Clippers for Willie, but you're coming. Me, Fabian, and Rob. We're rolling up.
Let's go.
We're rolling
Yeah,
up.
courtside.
No, you won't be courtside. He'll be
Oh, damn.
Fabian,
because you're far. It depends on which eye you're bringing.
Exactly.
Fabian. So I gotta tell you this, man, and I'm gonna end it with this. We worked together. We were at the Punchline, and Jay's headlining, and it was comedians call each other up at noon to have breakfast. Mm-hmm. So he called me, or I called him, however happened, and we go, let's go to the mall, grab some meat. But next to the mall in Sacramento, the Arden Mall, there was a theater, and he's like real casual, man, because the movie hadn't come out yet. I don't know if you remember this. It had not come out yet.
Jerry Maguire,
that one. Oh, you know.
Well, I don't remember this.
And he goes, hey, Willie, you see this poster? And then you go, look at, and then, because it had Tom Cruise in the front. Yeah. And then you go, look, that's my name. He showed me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you go, that's my name right there. And then I just, I okay, cool. And then I remember I was on the road, and I remember going, oh, fuck, that's the movie's fucking time. I was like watching it going, fucking Jay. So that was, that was my Jay moment right there, bro.
You like Bukowski? I got the picture of Bukowski on your wall.
No, bro.
What's your favorite Bukowski book?
Well, I like some of his sayings.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite sayings.
Read Bukowski?
No, I'm actually.
You like it?
No.
Yeah, he's the alcoholic poet writer.
Yeah, loves betting on the horses and having sex with big fat booty ladies.
One of my
my kind of guy.
I love when he says the only true love in life is food.
What matters most is how well you walk through the fire.
Right.
That's a real man right there.
Yeah, man.
Well, man, thanks for having me. You're gonna come on more stories soon?
No, for sure, man. I'd love to, bro.
Dog.
And listen, man, we'll talk about that stand-up thing, and I think that's a great vehicle for you.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
And
I feel like a sellout, like putting my little mic on and like.
Why?
I know.
How the fuck are people gonna know? I saw you. If it's like you know what you sound like, bro. Like when they came up with email. And you're like, oh man, I can't email, man.
I was that guy.
I'm gonna write a letter.
I remember when I worked on Fox NFL this morning. I remember being at a staff meeting and the producer Mark Mayer going, "It's 1999. Can we all please just get email?" I was like, fine.
So
AOL.
you were like the last one.
Yeah.
You were the last one to hang on to a BlackBerry.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I didn't have
Everybody else had fucking iPhones.
Beeper.
You're like,
Yo,
fuck
hit me
it.
on my hip, dog.
No, bro. Thank you.
Bro, you're
Listen,
good,
you guys. Friday and Saturday, I'm at Bellflower Stand Up Comedy Club. Stand Up comedy.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
8 p.m.
Stand up live.
Yeah,
And
two
10:30.
first shows are sold out. First show sold out on Friday. First show's sold out on Saturday. Few tickets for the second shows, guys. So get them. See you guys around. Thank you, Jay. Again, thank you,
Love you, big
Fabian.
brother.
Love you right back, bro.
Thanks
Pretty
for
nice to
coming,
meet
bro.
you guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Jay. Appreciate it. man.
Fabian, want to say anything?
Shout out everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know who you want to see next, and comment, say hi to us if you come to the shows.
Rob, you want to say
Hey,
anything?
yeah, man. Just want to make sure you guys follow me, Robert Zapata.
Coen Brothers
I'll be there.
Optometry.
Yeah. I'll be there this Friday as well. Friday and Saturday, guys. Come check us out.
Go see his fart joke.
Yeah, it's a great one, dude.
Rob's my man.
All right, man. You guys. See you guys.
See you,
Thank
folks.
you.
Peace.